Keep concentrated to the objective or your objective is what will be discussed today. And initially, I would like to declare an affirmation because, as you know, as we go through each day, we have moments of joy, but there's also struggles and obstacles and hurdles that we may face. And so the hope is that you will have a fantastic day, that you will be productive, that you will be efficient and effective in your endeavors, and what it is that the intent with which what you are trying to say or do will be conveyed accurately and received successfully. And so please at this point, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now, keeping concentrated to the objective. Why is this important? Well, it's extremely important to have goals in your life. You always want to be striving towards improvement. It's something that is very fulfilling and can often minimize any sentiments of not being fulfilled, but just with the knowledge that you are progressing and moving the needle towards something that is important to you. So with that, let's go ahead and define what is an objective. Of course, an objective is something that, as I said, matters to you. This is something that you're after, that you're in pursuit of, that you would like to acquire or attain. And this is something that you're aiming towards. And again, it is so essential because this means everything to you. Now, sometimes people might think they're doing fine, and they are doing fine, and they say, well, there's nothing really I'm working towards. I am doing fine, and I get done what I need to get done. And that's really good because it's actually, describing a state of maintenance, and you are maintaining. But how could you, move the needle a bit so that you are really making gains that are evident and visible and are very satisfying for you and your life and affects positively the people around you. So you might say, well, I'm not really sure about what objective or goal to create. And what's often helpful is to kind of look at the different domains of life. So physically, or in the physical domain, is there something that you can improve in your health with respect to maybe fitness or nutrition, maybe your sleep patterns or your ability to rest, be better rested, well rested? Socially, what about your relationships? Do you have relationships, or is that something that you need to foster? Or the relationships that you do have, could those be better cultivated? And then emotionally, how is your communication? How are you managing your impulses, your ability to be patient, and your ability to, work with others in a successful manner in which you guys are collectively working towards a goal? Vocationally, is there some advancement that you would like to make at work? Are you clear on what the criteria is for that promotion? Are you even in your dream position? And then existentially, is there something bigger than you that's driving you and that's keeping you moving forward? So when you're thinking about your objective, you secondarily want to think about, well, this is what I'd like to do. Now, what do you need? So you want to think about finances. What will be the cost of things? And am I prepared for that? And do I have those means? Or is this something that over time will have to be attained because of the cost factors? Also, resources. What type of supplies do I need, and how can I acquire those? And people, who are going to be most supportive of this endeavor, and who could I enlist maybe to sponsor this? And then also timing. So what kind of timelines have you set for this objective? And also not just an ultimate timeline, but in deadlines in the interim, so that you are aware of exactly where you are, where you should be, and the type of progress that you're making towards this objective. Now, how do I fulfill this? You want to be clear on what the steps are for this objective. So what do I need to do initially, and how is that going to take me to different steps and transition me to the next steps so that I'm making steady progress? Also, writing things down. Now, sometimes this might not seem as helpful and just really more cumbersome. And some of us have a pretty good memory, and we're able to just, jog our memory and figure out where we need to be. But sometimes we don't write things down because it really is just still in that visionary stage and just really still seems like a dream. But when you really get serious about something and you really want to attain it, you're going to find that you will be writing it down, and you will jot down exactly what you need to do each day of the week, or maybe per month. Okay, if I do this in January, by March, and then February, by March, I should be here. And that is really going to provide a nice visual for you, like a roadmap or a blueprint, so that, and it will become a point of reference for you, something that you're going to refer back to and say, okay, I've done this, I haven't done that, oh, I forgot about this. And it's just going to help allow you to be successful in your pursuit of what you're trying to achieve. Now, it's also going to be something that's, again, going to provide some sort of a tracking system for you. So you need to see if you're up to speed or if you're lagging behind, and sometimes you need to make adjustments. We're really good at, filling our schedule, but fulfilling the schedule, sometimes can be a different story. Now, the benefits for you is that attaining the objectives that you know that you need to obtain is going to improve your life. You're going to finally get a hold of something that maybe you've been wanting to do for a while or just recently, but it can enhance the quality of your life, improve relationships, better your financial standing, maybe make gains in your physical health. So this is why it's critical to set these goals, work towards these goals, and kind of rinse, wash, and repeat. Now, remaining concentrated. And again, let's declare another affirmation. So what I'd like to say is that the desire for you is that you are able to remain undistracted with what it is that you've set out to do, that you will be able to really stay laser light focused on what it is that you're trying to do, and if you are taken off course, to be able to quickly get back on track and to where you need to be. Now, like, share, comment, and subscribe if that hasn't been done. Why is this important? So you need to build the skill of starting and finishing things and getting things done. And by staying concentrated, it's going to be one of the optimal ways to make sure that happens. Because oftentimes it'll be a situation where something will have come up, as they say, life got in the way, and we're not really sure what happened, but what we wanted to make happen didn't happen. And so staying concentrated is really going to refine that muscle of, no matter what, this is going to get done. And, said loosely, it's kind of, I'm not going to rest until this gets taken care of, which is going to bring a lot of satisfaction to your life. So what do you need to do? So this is not always the fun part, and it can seem kind of dull or flat, but whatever it is that you're going to be listening to or reading or observing or having discourse about or asking questions about, all needs to revolve around what it is you're trying to do, because you really need to immerse yourself in this and make everything that you consume part of this process, because you just want to take this deep dive into this until you accomplish it. And that's going to provide the information that you need. Not only are you going to get tips and strategies and techniques, but you're going to be consumed with this information constantly, And so it's just going to be pushing you towards achievement of this ultimate goal. The other thing is that you're going to want to consume anything and everything that's positive, because so oftentimes this is an objective that you have not yet been able to accomplish, and you're going to need a lot of support to do this. And so it's better to listen to things that are more of an optimistic nature, so that again it will just keep your mindset in a place where it needs to be successful, because everything most things really do start in the mind, and then that's how we end up having the sentiments and do the actions that we do based on our thoughts. Now, the benefits of staying concentrated is that you will not be distracted by, you're going to have day-to-day distractions, that things that are going to happen organically, either minor or major distractions. But those interruptions are going to occur, and because this is on the forefront of your mind, you're going to quickly come back to what it is that you're trying to do, and you are probably going to get more efficient at managing different interruptions, because you are such on task and on course with what it is that you're trying to do. So, and again, you're going to build this muscle of being able to remain and have a focal point where you're going to be an individual that's not really going to be easily distracted, and you're going to be counted on as someone who can get it done no matter what. And finally, I would like to say another affirmation. So the goal is that you identify an objective that is important to you, that works for you, that makes sense for you, and that you maintain the steadfastness and the fortitude to accomplish that. And that's the hope for you. So please, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And with that, stay focused.